Hi, and welcome to SheepConnect SA 10-minute talks. Today we're in Jamestown for the AWI Shearing and Sheep Handling Demonstration and Innovation Day. We've been joined by a range of people to give us a 10-minute talk. It's my pleasure to introduce Carolina Diaz from AWI.
My program is mainly divided in two areas. One is around data collection and providing tools to allow growers to make informed decisions. And the other one is focused on shearing innovation. So around the data collection, we are still working on the smart tags, developing on wearable sensors for sheep in order to understand behavior around grazing, rumination, reproduction, and anything that we can collect from the paddock in order to just provide this information to the grower and for them to make the decisions around paddock or ram selection and other aspects. So we're focused now on improving the hardware, increasing the range and robustness of the system, and that has been ongoing for a few years, and hopefully we'll get something ready soon. Also we're supporting a startup called Zondi. Zondi has a patented image analysis technology that is being applied to other industries, such as honey, for example, and they are working on understanding if they can apply this technology for wool. So the first application is around measuring fiber diameter on farm and crimp and color. So it's there's two options. One would be a handheld device, which is probably going to be very accurate and comparable to OFDA 2000 and other systems that can be used on farm, but at much lower cost. And the other one is follicle density that's just started right now, and it's understanding if they can use this technology to measure follicle density on the skin without the need for a biopsy, so directly on the skin. So those would be very good tools for growers to make early decisions around breeding or selection. So we are also participating in other data projects across all RDCs in order to increase traceability and provenance and get more value from the data. Something that we are very excited about is the biological defleecing project with University of Adelaide. So biological defleecing is not new, but in this approach, it's a bit different. We are not aiming to just cut the wool, and we are aiming also only to weaken the wool. So if we can create this weakened area inside the staple, we can keep the wool on without the need of a net, but then it can be easily removed by mechanical means, and we don't need cutting the wool. We don't need hand pieces with cutters. This is a great opportunity for de-skill the process of shearing, because if we are not using these cutters, we hope that non-such skilled people can do it, and the availability of shears will not be an issue anymore. Also, we're expecting to lower the cost of shearing and the labor required, and we will also improve the quality of the wool clip, since we are not having second cuts. So that's very exciting. It's starting right now. This is coming from previous research that started a few years ago. Early proof of concept just before COVID 2020, so that the wool stays on the animals once you release them on the paddock. So it's very exciting. And 2 years project for drug development. And in the meantime, we will also look at the mechanical system to remove the wool, that it could be in a handpiece form, or maybe it opens the door for a fully automated system. And just about that, we have other projects with UTS in Sydney. They have been working for the last 2.5 years on wool handling, automated system, contaminant detection, skirting and removal of skin pieces and contaminants, and automated processing, even looking at fiber diameter to assign to the right line, and automated baling. That project is coming to an end, and we will have this very interesting prototype that can be also plugged into the future biodefleecing or in other ways for automated shearing for future automation in the shearing shed. So that's around shearing and harvesting wool, but because we want to improve shearer working conditions, we are also supporting projects to improve, let's say, or just trying to detect when the injury risk is getting higher. So we have been working with University of Melbourne to use sensors on the body of the shearers and collect information from how a muscles are performing. And because we know that most of the costs around injuries are due to lower back injuries, we have focused on that area. And now we can understand, because of the algorithms developed there, when the shearer is changing posture and is on this high risk of injury. So this research platform, the sensor platform, is now translated into a much simpler, more simple platform, and we want to develop a kit with maybe 3-4 sensors on the body and an app on your phone, and where the shearers can just look at how are they performing and maybe inform strategies such as stretches or resting periods, and that's very important for them. But also we can validate some other strategies around shearing that we are working on, like shearing set design or the race delivery systems, or how can we improve all the environment around shearers in order to just reduce the risk of injuries. So that's mainly the projects that we are working on, and hopefully we will see results soon. Please check Beyond the Veil for updates on this research, and feel free to contact me if you have any other questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Carolina, for your 10-minute talk today. SheepConnect is funded by Australian Wool Innovation, the South Australian Sheep Industry Fund and the Department of Primary Industries and Regions. If you want to know more about SheepConnect, you can go to our website, sheepconnectsa.com.au, or you can follow us on Twitter.